This is the Mutant NFL Blitz Restoration video part 3 on this episode of Mr. Jamie on Campus.
Good morning. Today, the cabinet is going to become black. Before I open any can of paint today, I'm going to vacuum and clean all of this cabinet because it has accumulated so much dust over the year it's been sitting. So I'm going to do that first, and then I'll open the black can of paint. As you know, this did not start off as a Blitz. This was an Ivan Iron Man Stewart's off-road, and so we're just going to paint it and make it look nice. But I do have one thing that I have to modify. I'm going to make a new speaker. I'm not sure what to call this. A piece of wood here, a speaker mount. But because I guess the Iron Man Stewart was a mono game and this is a stereo sound game, and so I've ordered 2 speakers. Actually the speakers that were in the dedicated Midway cabinet, the dedicated Blitz. And so I'm going to make a new piece of wood. I'm going to keep this intact and just leave it in the cabinet for in case someone later, if they own this cabinet and they want to make it an Ivan Stewart again. But I'm going to make a new piece of wood and cut 2 new holes for the 2 new speakers that I have, so that it has accurate stereo sound. So that's the only real modification I'm doing.
I've cut both holes and sanded a bit. Okay. So I'll mount the speakers right there. And we'll have stereo sound. I wanted to show you a repair that has to be made. That piece it's what we screw the speaker plate against. And on this side it came out. I've got the part. So my plan is to place it with some glue, but that hole is right where the screw goes. So I'm going to Bondo that and let it set up first before we put it all back together. All right, it's time to put some black paint on. So I got this mixed up at Home Depot, and it's black semi-gloss by Glidden. We'll see how it works. And I'm going to paint the bottom first for 2 reasons. One is because I don't want to forget it, and I don't want to risk scarring up the sides and back whenever I'm painting it. And then also because if this paint turns out to be a bad idea, then I haven't painted anything that really matters. And the main reason to paint the bottom is for protection from water. So anyway, we have the first coat of black. I put it on kind of thin because I didn't want to get any kind of runs. So we'll do a couple of more coats. And I haven't done the back yet. I'm going to do only one more coat on the bottom, and then I can put it upright and finish with probably 2 more coats on the sides and front and back. The new speaker mount right there. Proud of that. I think it looks great. I've got the first coat on the back, and I did actually wipe out the entire cabinet with simple green, even the insides. I'm not gonna bother painting the inside. And then also this piece that is above, or I guess below the speaker, above the monitor. I don't know what you call it, but I cleaned it up and I'm putting a coat of paint on it because it was looking pretty rough. It is very humid because it's been storming, so this paint is taking quite a while to dry. It's really tacky right now, so I am going to leave and probably come back in the morning and put on one more coat and see if that's enough. The speaker mounting plate is painted. Now I'm going to mount them, and I've used this piece of plywood as a spacer because it's almost exactly the same width as that, and that is the only obstacle that we'll have. So as long as I've got this much clearance, then when I place it in there, the speakers won't hit the edge here. So I'm going to mount those. See those streaks from the rollers? I don't know how to get those out. This is, now I just put another coat on, so that's fresh. It does diminish a bit whenever it dries, but as you can see, you can still see them. So if somebody wants to give me some advice, again, I'm not dealing with taking a game and making it exactly like it was from the factory, since this was a conversion anyway. So I am not completely happy with the paint job, although in low light it's not going to be able to be seen. The front doesn't have it, and I don't know if it's just dumb luck or the fact that it's not there's not direct light on it or whatever, but if I like the way that looks. There will be a big Blitz sticker that is covering, a good portion of that. So I don't think it'll be something I notice all the time, but it isn't perfect, and we're always going for perfection if we can get it. So I'm going to take these 1-inch sheetrock screws and use it to fasten the speakers onto the board here, and then I'm going to put it in and see what it looks like. That looks great. Goes all the way to it. Looks really nice.
I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, like the video, or better yet, subscribe to the channel. Let people know that we're out here. We have several more episodes on this restoration series, so if you subscribe, then you'll receive those as soon as I get them finished. Also, if you'd like to email me, I respond to every email that I receive at jamie@mrjamie.com. So please send me your suggestions or questions or comments. I look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to seeing you again next time on Mr. Jamie on Campus.